Yo, what is up, my friends? It's your boy, Steve from Straight Fire Picks, back with your best bets for Major League Baseball here for you today on Monday, August 11th, 2025. MLB player props, run lines, totals, nerfies, parlays here for you today. We got 5 picks in the video. Let's lock in and get this sweep.
Well, my presence isn't real. It's another bad one like this is scale. It's straight fire, all my bets straight from. You're in the house, that cab made now. Straight fire.
As always, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button for me. Always appreciate that. On the road to 10,000 subscribers. Super excited about that, guys. As always, appreciate all of you. You guys are simply the best. Let's have another great day here today in baseball, guys. We've had 5 straight winning days in Major League Baseball, which we'd love to see that. So let's keep that momentum going here today. Let's do a recap from yesterday. We ended up going 3-2. Like I said, our 5th straight winning day, plus 0.85 units. So we had Sean Manaea parlayed with Sean Manaea under 15.5 outs, parlayed with Bryce Terang to get a hit. Bryce Terang did not play, so that leg got voided. But Sean Manaea went under and rather easily. That was minus 105 on that leg, so that one cashes. Love to see that. We had Jurickson Profar over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Really easy on him again. He finished with like 5 or something like that. Really easy for him. That was plus 100. And then we also cashed, what was the other one we cashed? The Cincinnati Reds money line. That one was, they really made us sweat it out a little bit there, guys. They would get like a 4-run lead, give it up, and then get another 4 or 5-run lead again, then give it up, and then finally they ended up closing the game. They ended up winning 14-8. So, it wasn't as easy, though, as the score indicated. A lot of those runs came late in the 9th inning. They put up 5 in the top of the 9th. But they did get it done. That's the important thing. So those were our hits on the day. We had the Red Sox money line in the nightcap, and unfortunately they just fell flat. Bello did not have his greatest start, and we lost that one there 6-2. And then in the last game we had Shota Imanaga under and outs, parlay with Ian Happ to get a hit. Neither one of those things happened. So obviously that was a hurtful way to end the day. We started the day off 3-0, and then we missed our final 2 plays. So that definitely hurt a little bit. I was hoping we'd have a massive day, and we were, once again, pretty close to making that happen. Unfortunately, it just did not happen. But that's okay, guys. We're going to move on to today. We got 5 new picks today. But as far as our comet cappers go, we had Tevin Herndon once again dropping the heat in the chat, calling the Atlanta Braves money line. Cashes that, so great call again from Tevin. That's back-to-back days in the chat for him with the calls. If you guys like to participate in that program, just drop your favorite pick down below in the comment section. Put a star or an asterisk next to your pick. If your pick hits in the chat, we'll include it in our next video. So keep that in mind if you guys want to do that. And then last thing I'll say, not channel membership. Why do I keep saying that? If you guys want any links here at the channel to membership, merchandise, social media links, that's down below in the pinned comment and the description if you guys are looking for any of that stuff. Membership, you do get access to all of our picks and our plays early, so a couple hours in advance of the video, just so you guys know. Outside of that, though, guys, it's time to get after it. It's time to lock in and get a 5-0 sweep today. So what do you say? Let's get after it today. Let's get right into our picks here. At number 1, we're going Jose Soriano. Under 15.5 outs. Parlay with Andy Pages to get a base hit here on the Dodgers. Plus 150 odds on Fanatics. So Jose Soriano on the Angels, Pages on the Dodgers. So I really like this one today, though, guys. We took the Dodgers. We faded a team versus the Dodgers, or faded a pitcher versus the Dodgers here recently. With Chris Bassett, that worked out. It worked out actually again with Eric Lauer on the mound for the Blue Jays. He got lit up by the Dodgers as well. So I'm going to ride this Dodgers train here a little bit, guys. Dodgers are first in WRC plus versus right-handed pitching. They're first in walk rate versus right-handed pitching. And obviously, you guys know, they've just been so consistent for so long. This offense is starting to find their wheels again, which I love seeing that. Ohtani's dominating at the plate. It's just a very difficult offense to deal with. So I think once again here, against a very shaky starter in Jose Soriano, who definitely can get loose. He's 1-7 with a 5.56 ERA at home this season, a 1.56 whip. So I particularly like that whip. That means he's allowing a lot of base runners, a lot of action, which is important when you're taking an under and out. So you're looking for the pitch count to get up. and obviously for him to get knocked out by the end of the 5th inning. So I think once again, I think there's a good chance that could happen here again. Really like this spot for Soriano to go under. His splits are at home have been the problem for him. So I think the Dodgers here can get to him. He's under in 7 of 13 starts this season at home. So under in more than 50%, which we'd like to see that. And they're getting the cream of the crop matchup as far as what you'd like to see. You're taking the Los Angeles Dodgers offense to go off on Soriano, which, like I said, could definitely happen here today. I think it's a good look there. And then Andy Paz has to get a hit. He does have a hit in 5 straight games. 68% hit rate in road games this season. So obviously he's been terrific. He's obviously having a very good breakout season here for the Dodgers. Soriano allowing a .269 batting average to righty bats, which you'd love to see that. And then also, if this were to get to the bullpen where Paez does not have a hit, Angels are 5th worst in bullpen ERA. So that bullpen obviously is very hittable. So hopefully, obviously Paez gets this done early and doesn't make a sweat, and he helps contribute to Soriano getting out of this game. That's really the true hope. So love it there for number 1 pick, guys. We got Jose Soriano under 15.5 outs. Parlay with Andy Paz to get a base hit. Plus 150 odds here on Fanatics. Okay, and at number 2, we got the New York Yankees. First 5 innings, minus 0.5 run line. Parlayed with Manny Machado, over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. This is plus 249 odds on Fanatics. I know, I'm crazy, guys. Both these lines are about 1-to-1, so you can take either one or both, or however you want to do it. I'm parlaying them, though, because I'm feeling a little crazy today. But I really like this spot for the Yankees and for Machado. For the Yankees, we got Will Warren going to the mound. He's 5-3 with a 2.88 ERA, a 1.25 whip in home games this season. He's been terrific at home this season, guys, what I'm getting at. Not as good, obviously, on the road, but I like what he's done at home. And then you got Matthews here going for the Twins, 2-2, 5.63 ERA, 1.54 whip on the road this season. So obviously we like seeing that. Matthews has been very shaky here on the road. So, the thing I'm thinking about with the Twins, they just traded off, a few key pieces in that lineup. They traded off Correa and obviously Ty France. Granted, they're still hitting right-handed pitching pretty good as of right now, but not a lineup I'm going to trust too much going forward. I think Warren can handle them, especially at home. Obviously, they're missing, with Correa being out of that lineup now. Correa was a very dangerous bat, and he's doing great things for the Astros, but obviously he's not in there anymore. So I could see, obviously, Warren being able to have his way here with the Twins. On the other side, I think the Yankees are going to put up some runs here in the first 5 against Matthews. Matthews simply, with that 1.54 whip, a 5.63 ERA, I think the Yankees lineup here can get to him and put up some runs, particularly at home, and hopefully get back on track here for the Yankees. They are in a tough stretch. So are the Mets, for the record. The New York teams are not getting it done right now. But I think the Yankees, like we took them the other day, they won. Here in the first 5, I really like them to cover, so that's why I like them. And then as far as Manny Machado goes, he's a career 13 for 39 off the starter, Logan Webb, so we love seeing that. He's got a 63% hit rate this season to this line, 65% on the road, so we love seeing that. He's batting .314 on the road and .314 versus right-handed pitching, so we love seeing that. So that's why I love Machado. So love it there for number 2 pick, guys. We got the Yankees, first 5 innings, minus 0.5 run line. Parlay with Manny Machado, over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, plus 249 odds here on Fanatics. Okay, and at number 3, we're going with the Phillies, Reds, first 5 innings, under 4.5 runs. Here at plus 108 odds on FanDuel, risking a unit here. I'm going to be honest with you guys. This feels a little crazy, right? We backed the Cincinnati Reds yesterday. They posted 14 runs in that game. So we're essentially fading both offenses here, which feels weird, like after that, right? But I really like the case of the Mondays here, right? We're coming off the weekend. It's an early game, 6 o'clock game, 6 o'clock Eastern time, rather. But fairly early game here. I could see these offenses coming out slow, especially against the 2 pitchers that we got on the mound here today. So, got a couple quality pitchers here for the Phillies and the Reds. First, we'll start with Taijuan Walker. He's 2-1 with a 2.80 road ERA here for the Phillies this season. He's also been fantastic of late with a 2.76 ERA over his last 7 games. So, he's been very good, which you like seeing that. And then Abbott has been fantastic this season overall. But at home, he's been even better. He's 4-1 with a 2.05 home ERA this season. So those are both things that we can get behind. If these guys pitch anything like those splits, we're going to go under here today, which we'd love to see that, right? So we got the Reds here, 25th in WRC plus versus righty pitching over the last 15 games. Not doing the greatest versus righties, which is obviously what Taijuan Walker is. So we like seeing that. And then the Phillies are just 17th in WRC plus versus lefty pitching over the last 15 games. You guys know the Phillies have some dominant left-handed hitters, but that doesn't necessarily bode well when you're playing against a left-handed pitcher. Abbott gets an advantage over guys like Schwarber and Harper. So it definitely feels scary. I'm not going to lie. I don't typically take plays like this, but I really like this particular spot with the pitching that we got. And honestly, anytime I see a team score a ton of runs, I'm always tempted to fade them the next game because it's like the law of averages, right? Where you see a team score 14 runs, and then more often than not, I observe the same team score like 1 or 0 the next day. It's just the way life is, guys. Life is it's a cruel world out there. So I think they can go under today. So low there for number 3 pick, guys. We got the Phillies Reds first 5 innings under 4.5 runs here. Plus 108 odds on FanDuel. Okay, at number 4, we got Jose Quintana, under 17.5 outs. Parlay with Tommy Pham to get a base hit here on the Pirates. Plus 135 odds on Fanatics, risking a unit here. So Quintana on the Brewers, Tommy Pham on the Pirates. Guys, believe it or not, I kind of hated on the Pirates yesterday, but they're playing against the lefty today. They're 8th in WRC plus versus lefty pitching over the last 30 games. They're also 4th in walk rate versus lefty pitching over the last 30 games. I honestly love that. And Quintana's splits at home have been horrible. So he's under an 11-17 starts overall, 6-7 starts under at home. There's a lot to like there, right? And then you put in his home ERA. He's got a 4.91 home ERA with a 1.58 whip. Like I said, when I'm looking at that, I'm looking mostly at the whip. That's a good sign for us there. A lot of traffic. Hopefully a lot of pitches will get him out of the game. And then Tommy Pham getting a hit, which will just play into this bet. He's got a hit in 62% of games this year, 64% on the road. But check this out. He's got a 10-game hitting streak on the road. So obviously I love seeing that. He's also got great numbers, history off of Quintana as well. 3 for 6 off of Quintana since 2021. So you love seeing that. It's a 500 batting average. You can't really do it much better than that. So I absolutely love that there, guys. So love it there for number 4 pick. We got Jose Quintana under 17.5 outs. Parlay with Tommy Pham to get a base hit. Plus 135 odds here on Fanatics. Okay, and finally at number 5, we're going Washington Nationals money line here versus the Kansas City Royals. We got plus 130 odds here on ESPN Bet, risking a unit here. So this one's definitely probably going to be a little scary for you because obviously, if you look at the records, like, Nationals playing on the road versus the Royals who have a better record. But I really like the plus value that we're getting on the Nats here. We got Cavalli going to the mound for the Nationals. He's the former first-round pick whose career has been mostly derailed by injuries since 2022. However, he made his first start here recently, going 4 1/3 innings pitched, 3 hits, 0 earned runs, and a .92 whip. So he pitched absolutely fantastic in his first start. So I think you can see more of that. Obviously, versus a Royals offense, that to me is not scary at all. They're 27th in WRC plus versus right-handed pitching this season. That's not very good. They're near the back of the pack. And that's the thing, guys. When I'm looking at the Royals this year, they do not scare me one bit. Their offense doesn't. Everything about them is just very bleh. That's the word that comes to mind with the Royals. Their offense, the pitching, everything. It's just bleh. Everything's bleh. They can't seem to get the big hits. They can't seem to get stuff that's timely. I trust, I'm more apt to trust a team like the Nationals. At least, the Nationals from time to time, they can have splashes. They won 8-0 yesterday. They had a good weekend series there with the Giants on the road. So I think they could continue that here versus the Royals with Cavalli on the mound. Like I said, Cavalli pitched really well in his first start. I could see him doing that again here today versus this Royals offense. And I just love the plus value that we're getting. Now, Bailey Falter's on the mound here for the Royals, recently acquired in a trade. 7-6, 4.15 ERA, 1.23 WHIP this season. Got lit up in his last start with 7 earned runs. So he's a guy that I look at that is very hittable, right? I don't see him as a guy that, troubles me too much. Nats are 20th in WRC plus versus lefty pitching, which is what Falter is. So we have an edge, if you want to say, as far as with the lineups. But I just have a feeling the Nationals can get it done here today. So love it there, guys, for our number 5 pick. We're going Washington Nationals money line here versus the Kansas City Royals. Plus 130 odds here on ESPN Bet. All right, guys, then our number 6 pick are for the Sweep Parlay. This is plus, I got to look at it because I don't actually have it listed in my notes. Plus 11,245 odds, risking a tenth of a unit here. Same rules, guys. We can make over 10 units on this play. Is it likely to happen? Like I tell you guys every day. No. But we've been close the last couple days, and hopefully we can lock one of these down. You only need to hit, if you're taking these odds every time, you only need to hit what? 1 in 100 to make these worthwhile. So I think we could do that. I think we can hit one of these before the season ends. That's what we're trying to do. So, but that is it for our picks. If you guys enjoyed the content, hit the like and subscribe for me. Always appreciate that. Guys, day 3 of consistency. I am doing my best to get these videos out to you. Like, share, comment. Those things are all important. If you guys enjoy what you're seeing, please support it. Because that definitely helps us show up the next day. That all contributes to us showing up and being consistent. Because if you guys don't like the content, why would I show up and do it, right? That makes sense. So show if you guys like it, like I said, just simply like, comment. That stuff helps out a lot. Share the video. Whatever you guys can do, it helps me out a lot and helps keep us consistent here at the channel. So appreciate you guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we will see you guys all back here tomorrow. Peace out.